Alrighty, so welcome back everybody to another episode of the continuation, as I will call it, to the Atlantic City, where we have to go and meet up with a couple people. Remember, we started that little scenario a little while back. Well, I'm here to finish it. So we're gonna go to Atlantic City, and we're gonna go to the Casino Quarter, and we're just gonna travel. Now, there's two things that we have to do, and they'll pop up in the corner for us. So, I've okay. Apparently, I completed something. Okay, find the code to the keypad. That's one thing, and then speak to Oscar Gonzalez. So, Oscar Gonzalez always seems to appear here. Speak to Oscar Gonzalez, but he always disappears. So I found that a little strange. But we're going to go this way and we're going to try and find access, which is over there, to uh, the area where we're going to try and search for the keypad, the key code. Is that it? No. I don't know if this is it. This guy's got a moose suit on. Okay, so find the code to the keypad. This is where we have to go. So this could be either very long and tedious, or it can be very short and sweet for all of us, because we need to get access to something. Okay, so seems to be this, the area's this way. I don't know if it's in here.
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his money.
I'll take that. I'll take the telephone. That's copper. So it's this way.
Head down to the pier and catch a show.
Find the code to the keypad.
I could be a
No, not this way. Where is it?
You gotta pay the electricity, a cut or something?
I thought there was a doorway. It's probably downstairs.
You got all the Vegas you need right here in AC, capiche?
fun in all the toppings. My luck has changed tonight.
All right, so we have to find the code, but where is the code? That is the question. Mysterious keypad, activate. Hmm.
The house always wins, eh? Not tonight, does it?
What's this? Reminder.
Get a fat sandwich? Quick.
God, I hate the math. It's just 5 digits. It's just 5 digits. Billy, you can do this. First letter of each line of that stupid poem, then match them up with the tax records. This is the worst job ever. Okay, this has to be something to do with the code. It's just 5 digits. Billy can do this. The first letter of each line of the stupid poem, then match them up with the tax records.
This city's run by a circus, the Godfather,
Hmm.
and a bunch of underpaid city workers. And we're expected to believe.
Get the high roller keys. See if it's in here. I remember going in here, and it never was under. Lights. There we go. Okay, so please select an option from this. Okay, so the tax records. Hmm.
House always wins, huh? Well, not tonight.
THSDJPR. So I'm going to write this down just for the fun of it. If I have a pen, I think this will work. I think there's just going to be too many. 6, 4, 2, 9, 0, 8, 1, 3, 7, 5.
Go head down to the
Now
pier.
there's a letter for each one of these. I'm going to just write it as is so I have it in front of me. TH SDJ SDJ PRA PRA and YK.
Still no luck. I should get out and clear my head.
So I figured it out. I actually had to go online and do it. I know it's terrible. So in the end, there is a poem that you collect from in here, and it's supposed to appear on the typewriter. Now, the poem is called "In the Details." So if you remember what the person had written before, is to take every second word in the poem. Now, the poem doesn't start at the top. It starts basically the blood that is spilled tickles upward. That's where it starts. So I was a little confused. So basically, those numbers that I had written down with the corresponding numbers that show up on the computer, you have to basically take the first letter of every second word in the poem. So it would be T in the, P as in the payment, H as in the health, D as in death, S as in sins, and I believe that is it.
It's got it good.
So
I wouldn't do
if you
this
match
if I
those
didn't.
up, it should give you 68492. So we're going to go and punch that in. It's a little nerve wracking. I had it on me the whole time. So 68492. Wow. All right. So we got something in here. Physician's note. Death note. Patient name Lombardi Quintino. Time of death 2254. Auto spy request? Yeah. Okay, is that right? A physical exam. Patient was in incoherent mental state upon arrival. Body temperature exceeded 38 degrees Celsius. Sweated excessively and was unable to lift uh, extremities without aid. Preliminary examination denotes no dermal or skeletal injuries. Patient was suffering from a non-stop tremors. One attendee patient, Concerta Lombardi. Family notified the patient's sister was present. The patient expired within 24 hours of admission. Medical examiner, no, upon okay description, patient was suffering from severe withdrawal symptoms in what appears to have been an unsuccessful attempt to wean off the devil's blood. Patient's sister called for medical attention, but nothing could be done to done short of making the patient more comfortable. The patient went into cardiac arrest after 3 hours of surveillance and passed away. Advanced age likely worsened his condition. Patient's sister admitted to having administered Adictol prior to my arrival, but the chem had no effect on the patient's condition. Signed, Dr. Frank Vitelli, MD. All right, so a little bit more of a story. Ooh, 330 caps? Damn. You were rich, buddy. I'll take the gold pocket. I'll take it all. Is there anything else in here that I should be aware of? I don't want to can. So we found the, the code. So now report back to Fabio. Okay, so where is ooh.
So, you're the catalyst that will bring
Oh,
down
it
my
failed.
brother's empire? You, and
Oh.
you alone? Fascinating.
What's somebody gotta do to cop a taste of
Well, you could say I have a bit of a poetic streak. As for Fabio, he's more of an actor than a poet. He lives in his verbiage instead of writing it. Nevertheless, I hope you can look past my honeyed words to see through to their meaning. I don't expect you to pity me. The mad queen of Atlantic
I don't know if I
City.
screwed up anything by talking to her.
Subjects could and never would respect her if she stepped out of the shadows.
It's now giving me another
I've been
bath.
standing in the shadow of my brother my entire life. The machinations of the family emanating from my whispers in his ear. It wasn't until he found peace that I started to lose my foothold. He was my shield, the visor that obscured my visibility in the public eye. But now, he's gone. Not by my hand, mind you, but by the very substance that made him rich. The only other contenders for the Godfather's chair are fools. They will run the empire for which I bled my entire life into the ground. I did not take the family from Quintino.
She looks like she's got a little bit of red eye going on
did
there.
it for him.
I know what I want to do. Okay, so didn't you kill Ken?
No.
No.
Contrary to popular belief, I am not some witch. I loved my brother, hot-headed and stubborn as he was. He got too big for his britches one day, as he often did, and sampled some of his product. Became addicted to blood. There is no weaning off blood. No cure, no 10-step plan. You stop taking it,
You die.
and you die.
Oh yeah. Why did I want to say Quentin Tarantino? Why didn't Quintino just name you as his
Your
successor?
naivete makes me nostalgic for an easier time. It's not due to some falling out or hatred. No. It is simply due to my nature. The family is rooted in customs from back home. We're from a small village near Naples. There are certain traditions that are to be followed if you're one who lives by rulebooks. My brother was too stupid to see beyond it. Bless him. I had to resort to more subversive means to take what had always been mine.
So you've been calling the shots this whole time.
I have indeed. My brother was older, but certainly not wiser. He was always an impulsive, temperamental person, driven by vice and whims. I had to be the level-headed one, the decisive one, the tactician. If I didn't, we'd be begging for scraps on the street. I won't lie and pretend I'm some selfless do-gooder who's trying to protect him. No, I looked out for myself, first and foremost. But everything I did, was with his best interest at heart. I hope you can believe that,
Hmm?
if nothing else.
I don't know with those red eyes.
Fabio is a politician who lies endlessly through his teeth. He's full of pretty words and bleached smiles, and little else. Like some of his competitors, he just wants power and wealth. He doesn't care about preserving the legacy and glory of the family. He'll run it into the ground and sell us out to every muni taxman and boardwalk juggler in Atlantic City for a few cups. And what would that be, pray tell?
I want to see you stay in power, but I'm not going to kill Fabio to help you get your way. You'd be just as bad as him. Somehow, someone as wise as you would be able to understand when your time is in the spotlight is over. It's time to let go. Ooh, I have a couple. You're so verbose, so wise. You know what? Let's forget the whole thing. I'll just go back to Appalachia. I'm going to use
The
that.
spotlight was never mine to be had. I was forever lurking beyond its limits, searching for a way in. But I am sure you've seen the barrier that separates light from darkness. There is no door. Those like me, who linger in darkness, are not meant for such light. That is, unfortunately, quite clear to me now. The truth is cold and harsh. But there is one thing that cannot be denied about it. Its veracity. Fabio can have his throne.
My luck is changing tonight.
Empires rise and fall, raise and simmer. If it's time for mine to do so, then maybe I just have to accept it. I won't fight you on it. I know a lost cause when I see one. And I shattered my mirror for that very reason.
I gotta head home before dark. There's a bit too many boogeymen around here.
Time is slowly accelerating, awaiting your decisions.
Yeah, so looks like I have to go and finally see Fabio. Do I go this way? Return to Fabio, huh? So now they're gonna make me go down through the tunnel. Maybe if we had taken the other route, it would have bypassed her altogether. And what would have happened? Who's this guy?
You know where I could get a good hoagie?
Yeah, you go get your hoagie. Well, Stanley Scenario's here. No, he's not. Okay, where's the other guy?
Driving. Seen one too many Jersey slides.
There he is.
Driving. Seen one too many Jersey slides. Are you visiting too? What's that look for? Trying to wrestle? I love your vacation.
How come the munis need so much money?
Is there something I can assist with?
Yeah. I spoke to our little friend, and she agrees to a peaceful transfer of power.
A peaceful transfer of power. Yeah, I'm sure she believes that. Still, it'll make her more vulnerable, more resigned to her fate. Should be easier to take her out. So, you have done me quite the service after all.
What? That wasn't the deal. She agreed to step down.
Yes, she did, but what Concerto Lombardi wants has no bearing on me. And I want her in the grave.
You're asking for
Can't let
trouble.
these loose
You're
ends
asking
hang
for
around,
trouble.
you see. You need to clip them before you trip. I'm sure you understand. And you're a hired gun who suddenly grew a conscience. Hey, tell me, where was that moral high ground of yours when we first met? Seems like it took you a while to walk up that hill,
Looks like
huh?
we're getting
Now,
into a
if you aren't
fight.
planning to waste any more time, let's talk payments so we don't have to gaze into each other's eyes any longer.
I don't want payment.
You've done well. Very well. Exceptionally well.
Come on.
And your reward, well, your reward will match your success. I was not lying when I said I'm a very generous benefactor and friend. You've made a friend out of me, Arbiter. Now, how about we get you back to Appalachia? You came in on that vertibird, didn't you? Your reward will be waiting for you there.
Oh well, she's in for it.
I had my teeth whitened by a fellow at the boardwalk. It was worth every cap.
Oh well, but we got that part done. Would have been curious to find out how it would have turned out if I had gone the other way. So we still have 2 more scenarios to deal with, but at least we figured out where the code was. So hopefully that'll help you in getting a little bit closer to the end of this this storyline, and find out a little bit more on what the Devil's Blood is all about. So I hope you liked it. If you did, don't mind smashing and crushing that like button. Sharing is also good for others' mental capacities. And I'll see you again shortly on the next episode of Surviving Fallout 76. Thank you very much.
We'll see about the way out.